Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christian, and I'm the CEO of Betronomy. Today is a special day. But before we talk about the future, let's take a moment to go back to where it all began. Our story started in 2017. That's when we created our first artificial intelligence, a system that could analyze sports bets. At first, it was just an experiment. We wanted to see whether a machine could learn from millions of events, make decisions faster than a human, and most importantly, fewer mistakes. We started by buying back bets. For example, you made a bet and suddenly things started to go wrong. You could message us and we would buy back your bets, returning your trust and confidence in the game. It was risky, but it's also the first step towards trusting AI with real decisions. Now, step by step, our AI grew. It stopped just analyzing and it began to predict. It started to learn from its own mistakes. It started understanding the market, the dynamics, and even player psychology. And then we went further. We started placing bets ourselves, at first cautiously, then deliberately. And suddenly we realized it wins. Albeit not always, but more often than people do. So that was the moment when we understood our AI isn't just an algorithm, it thinks. Think about it, pun intended. So the results were so impressive that investment institutions and research organizations started reaching out. They studied our AI, trying to understand how a system could make decisions that complex, how it couldn't be explained by simple mathematics. That's how Betronomy evolved from just an experiment into a fully fledged company. We started building a team, creating infrastructure so our AI could operate long-term, grow, scale, and live. And today, we're going beyond boundaries. We no longer confine our intelligence to numbers and bets. We're bringing it to the real world where it becomes something new, something alive, meaningful, and innovative. Today is a special day because we're not just talking about technology. We're talking about the future that begins right now. But before we step forward, let's take a brief look at where we stand today. Right now, we are at a stage where our artificial intelligence has become a mature product. We've gone through a journey of experiments, mistakes, trials and errors, and endless improvements. Today, our system and algorithm for analyzing bets and behavioral models are fully refined. And now, we truly understand how to make this work. We see why it works, and more importantly, how it evolves. In short, it looks like this. We've built a stable, self-learning system, one that predicts, adapts, evolves, and delivers results. But we also understand something else. You can't get stuck in the present. We think about the future because we know without the future, there is no progress. That's why development of our artificial intelligence is our top priority. Without it, we cannot grow. We cannot reach new markets. We can't take the next step. We live in an era where intelligence is no longer just lines of code. It's becoming something much more. It begins to understand, to sense context. It recognizes not just data, but intention. At Betronomy, we call this living intelligence. It's not technology for technology's sake. It is a step forward, making intelligence closer to human being. AI shouldn't solve tasks. It should inspire. It should learn from us, and we in turn should learn from it. This is called symbiosis, a new form of interaction between human and machine. And right here, at this very point, is where everything I'll tell you today begins. Now, let's start with something simple, familiar. Home. In the home, technology should almost be invisible. Not loud, not intrusive, but natural. Our AI helps without words. It cleans, keeps your home safe, communicates with your other devices, and adjusts to your habits. It knows when you're home and senses when all you need is just silence. Understanding this, because the real care to attention is the small details. We want technology to be just like that, not a tool, but a partner in comfort. We want to give people back their time so that each of us can focus on what we truly matters to us: creativity, family, and ourselves. And this is only the beginning. Now imagine business. Every company today is searching for the same answer: how to work smarter, not just faster. Our AI is not just a tool for automation, it is a partner, one that helps make decisions, see patterns, and predict what comes next. In a shopping mall, it recognizes returning customers. It can start conversations, assist consultants. People come back because they feel noticed. In a warehouse, it manages logistics, optimizes routes, and increases efficiency, so that in one case, productivity grew by 28% in just a month. And in the office, a robot powered by our AI has become a true part of the team, so much so that the employees gave it a name. Now that's the moment when technology stops being a technology and it becomes an object. It becomes a participant in the process. This isn't about replacing people. It is about empowering them. An intelligence that helps you think faster, feel deeper, and act with greater precision. And all of this happening today, at this very moment. Our first step toward integrating AI into everyday life is Betronomy AI Pro. Pro is an intelligence built for people who want to make decisions with confidence. It analyzes data, writes content, creates documents, and even plans projects for you. It understands context, goals, emotions, and most importantly, it does it naturally. As if there's a person sitting next to you who truly understands you. It's a partner that works 24/7, never gets tired, and always preserves the meaning behind your ideas. Pro is the one who never loses focus, even after your 5th meeting in a row. It doesn't just assist you, it complements you. It straightens your team and turns a workday into a flow of ideas, not just tasks. But we wanted more. We created Betronomy AI Ultra, a cognitive system capable of analyzing, predicting, and making decisions autonomously. Ultra sees deeper. It understands connections. It models the future. This is not an assistant. This is a second strategic mind. It doesn't wait for commands. It proposes solutions based on billions and billions of data points. And it does it all with just a split second. It predicts trends. It detects risks. And it offers, most importantly, paths forward, ones you might never have even considered. Now, ultra is the moment when technology stops being a tool and becomes a partner in thinking. This isn't just next version of AI. It's a new level of technological awareness. And now, imagine this. You're sitting at home, but around you, thousands of fans. You hear the crowd roar. You see the people's faces. You feel the atmosphere of the match. This is not science fiction. This is Betronomy VR AR fan zones, a new reality for sport lovers. Through VR headsets or AR on your smartphones, you can step right into your stadium. Choose your seat, interact with other fans, make predictions, and even meet players in VR. Now we understand security is key. So every ticket is protected through NFTs and Betronomy ID. Only the owner has access to copies, so no copies and no fakes. VR AR works across all devices without losing quality and is accessible to fans around the globe. In 2026, we launch VR zones for esports. In 2027, we add AR features and NFT pass. And in 2028, the global rollout of Betronomy virtual stadiums. This isn't just a virtual experience, it's a new form of presence. A world where technology brings emotions closer and distance disappears. This is Betronomy. This is the future you can step into. That's why we created Betronomy Stream, a new ecosystem that brings together sports viewing, analytics, interactivity into one space. It's not just live streams. It's a place where the viewer becomes a participant, where every user can make micro predictions, interact with each other and other fans, and be part of live data in real time. Now we made Stream accessible everywhere, on the web, in mobile apps, on smart TVs and consoles. Everything seamless, instant and secure. Security and transparency, that is our foundation. Unlike traditional platforms, we use end-to-end encryption and personal profiles built without compromise. And when we talk about the future, in 2026, just imagine, we release the MVP. In 2027, the full content catalog with shows and documentaries. And in 2028, the global multilingual version of Betronomy Stream. Betronomy Stream isn't just about sports. It's about a new culture of interaction. But what truly makes sports come alive is not algorithms, not charts. It's people. That's why we created Betronomy Community, the first platform where fans become analysts, creators, and part of a real sports ecosystem. It's a next generation social network where you can join clubs, lead discussions, create your own forecasts, and share emotions. Here, safety and trust come first. Private chats, reputation systems, protecting from spam and trolling, only genuine conversations and real emotions. The platform is available everywhere, via browser, mobile app, and even integrated into Telegram and Discord. We don't make you choose the content. We connect communication spaces. In 2026, we launched one of the core versions of chats, profiles, ratings, then analytics, education, gamification, and by 2028, a global community integrated with VR fan zones. Betronomy Community is the place where fans become part of the game, not just spectators, but creators of emotions. When technology matures, there comes a moment to share it with the rest of the world. we created Betronomy DaaS, Data and Intelligence as a Service. Now, any business can connect to our intelligence, adapt it to their processes, and grow with it. From startups to enterprises, Betronomy DaaS opens the door to using living intelligence in finance, logistics, education, and production. It's not just technology, it's an ecosystem of thinking. A world where intelligence becomes accessible to everyone. Because we believe the future isn't built on competition, but on cooperation. On the union of minds, both human and artificial. So we create artificial intelligence not for technology's sake, that is important. We create it for people. To make work smarter, to give people back their time, to make technology more human. Our journey is just beginning. But even today, Betronomy is changing how businesses think, how people connect, and how intelligence becomes part of our world. I am proud of our team, proud of what we have accomplished and built, and proud that all of you are part of this journey. Today we didn't just present technology, we showed you how intelligence can live. This isn't just the future, this is the present, beginning right here, right now. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Betronomy. Thank you. Dear partners and friends, Betronomy is not just a technology, this is important. It is not just a business. It is a mission. A mission where humans and intelligence come together for one purpose, to make the world better. Every day I read dozens of letters, and in each one, recognition, gratitude, belief. People write that Betronomy has changed their lives. Some because became more successful, some wiser, and some simply believe that it is impossible, actually possible. This is not just inspiration. This is a responsibility to move forward, to scale our technologies, and to preserve the spirit with which it all began. We have every person on earth to know the miracle exists, and this miracle is not fiction. It is the result of human integrity, embodied in Betronomy AI. We are already changing this world, and we will continue to make it better. Because our path is a path of progress, a path of responsibility and creation. Betronomy, this is the technological future, a future with purpose. A future that begins with all of us. Thank you. Thank you.